This is a presentation on controlling the BeatBuddy using the Midi of the Impact LX88. I have it configured and I'll set it up. These are the transport buttons associated with the Impact LX. These are what's called the faders for it, and these are the pads for it. And I've individually set them up, and I'll explain that. The BeatBuddy is available now to hit, for example, right now, that's the play on it. And there's the outro. So this is the intro, that's the outro. This is the pause. So this is a play on it. Now, while it's being able to play, I'll explain these three in a second, but I wanted to show while it's playing that you can do the fill. There's a transition. Here's the accent. So I've got fill and accent, fill, transition, and accent. The tempo can be adjusted in a number of different ways. So as I'm playing it, I'll show you that I'm going to increment the tempo and decrement one beat. Here's increasing. Or I can tap tempo. This is half tempo, so it's half time. And as it swings around from the 1 to the 4 beats here, I'll pick it there. It's going to go regular time, but it won't start until it hits on the 1. I can now go to double time. So here I have fill, transition, accent, tap tempo. This is increments and decrements by a beat, 1 beat per. And this here is the half time and the double time. These three here help identify where we are in locale, but I thought I'll finish up first here with the volumes. Volume, this will be tempo. These two are both tempos. And this one here is the drum kit. That's a demonstration here. That's the volume and control. Now we're going to change tempo, take it back up to. This has a full control of 127 to the minimum, which is 40. As you see on the display here shows 0, but it doesn't matter what it's being told to do. The minimum is 40. Or I can now go to here and go above the 127 up to as high as you need to. I can also change the drum kit. These are the drum kits based on the number that's in them. And as you can imagine, it's going to pick up the drum sounds, but it's not immediately for all of them. It takes a bit to resolve that. There's a ballad. There's the jazz kits. Flamenco, for goodness sakes. Or go to Latin. The remaining ones here, this is going to be the folder select. So I'm going to press it, and you can see that I'm looking at the Queen selection right now, and I have the ability to scroll with it. And once you've finished on a scroll, if you wanted to enter the folder select, you'd hit, for example, again, and that now gives you the folder selection. And now I can pick the beat I want and scroll through the different beats I've got. So there's rock 1 and increments right now, or I can decrease. Now they aren't active to initiate just yet. It takes about 5 seconds or 6 seconds, and then it resolves so that you now see it. It'll go into it now. And see if the jungle toms, and you can hit play. If I scroll again, it's immediately available now. Those beats are immediately available on play, and it can go up and down on here. So that's the rock 6, rock 7, and rock 3, for example. There's a play. So I've got the folder select, scrolling down and scrolling up. I've got the outro here, this is the intro, and this is the pause button. Now the remainder ones here I've set up for changes with regards to it for volume and tempo. So we've got the least significant bit from 0 to 127, most significant bit basically to go above 127, and the drum kit. The top 3 are now for another way of looking and getting to the song selections, and these are the folder selections, the same thing as the folder select is in here, but it's more or less dialed up from the main significant bit is major significant bit is 0. This one here, for example, it's the 34th folder, and this will now let me pick from the 34th folder. I can now pick, this is in the punk area, I guess. And it now shows I'm punk 5, punk 3. I can change to folder 30, which is metal, and I can swing through all of the selections. So those are basically the same characteristics that you would put in the MIDI file to select a song. This one here is just simply for the volume. That's kind of a generic volume that I use with the different sounds here on the keyboard. There it is. Hope you enjoy that. Thank you.